Hello, blog readers. This is my second attempt to make this video, so hopefully it's gonna work this time. I used Photo Booth the first time, and it failed as always. So this is iMovie. Here I am to talk about my American Idol Season 9 experience as a viewer. What I liked and what I didn't like, and what I think can be improved for next year. Okay, starting off with what I liked. Disclaimer. Sorry I haven't been making a video in about forever. I've been busy with school and life. So, here we go. American Idol Season 9. Now, what I liked. I liked the fact that the contestants were real people. I got kind of frustrated with the show for a little while whenever it seemed like they were just kind of semi-pros that were just using this as kind of a second chance or an easy way to get to fame, which, I mean, I completely understand why, because it's American Idol, but I feel like the format of the show is to take normal people and really change their lives. So I like that that's happening. Also, I really liked the fact that contestants were artists this year. I kind of think it was a bit of overkill in sometimes, but having said that, I love the fact that, these people are going to be growing as artists as we watch their music careers. They're not just someone that's going to be put in the pop music factory and, shoot out just really generic singles. I feel like these people are going to make their own music with a lot of feeling, a lot of honesty, and I think it's going to be interesting to watch them grow. I like the fact that especially Lee and Crystal were really different and unique from other Idol winners. I know a lot of people say that Lee is a lot like Chris Allen, Chris Daughtry, but I do think that he has a unique flavor to his voice. I think he has more of a singer-songwriter feel that I don't know how that'll fit with top 40 music, but I definitely like it. I like him. I almost wanted Crystal to win, but I like both of them. I like the normal people. I love that he's a paint salesman turned idol. I love that she's a single mom turned idol runner-up. So they're both great. They're both great people, it seems. I can't wait to see where their careers go from here. I loved that he looked like he was going to throw up on stage last night. I also liked the addition of Ellen DeGeneres as a judge. Kind of sad that Paula was gone. Seeing her back last night made me realize that the show really was missing her, except, well, okay, we'll get to that. I think Ellen, while she may not know the most about music, she did sometimes have some weirdy comments. I liked that she brought a new humor and a lightness to the show. She definitely was a friend of the contestants. I like that she could, incorporate that with her talk show a lot of times, because I've watched her a couple of times on the talk show. She's great. She's funny. So that's really awesome. I also like that I auditioned for this season. It was a lot of fun. I have a video talking about it. I didn't make it, obviously, but I did audition. It was a lot of fun. The people were super nice, and congrats, American Idol, for letting me audition for your show. Things I didn't like. Oh, first of all, I also really liked Crystal singing Up to the Mountain, and also Lee and Crystal singing Flying Slowly. Those are my two favorite performances of this season. Yeah, so there's that. They both did great. Those were the times I felt chills. Now, here's the cons of the season. I don't like that the contestants always used their instruments. I liked the seasons when they first introduced the ability to use your instruments, and people would do it sometimes, but I don't like the fact they did it all the time. Basically all the time. I mean, I feel like every week someone was pulling out an instrument week after week, and so that was a little frustrating. I felt like that could have been utilized a little less. I love when people play instruments, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it was almost a security blanket at some point. I was just kind of over it. I also didn't like that some of the contestants were so boring. As people, not anything to do with their singing. I'm sure maybe they were great, but they weren't. They weren't great this year, but they're so boring. Like, they wouldn't even know what to say in front of the camera. I don't know, maybe I just get in the camera and I ham it up. But these people were just, I feel like they were always going to pass out or something. So that was frustrating. I also didn't like Kara this season. Last season when they introduced Kara to the panel, I was really excited. I've loved her songs for a long time, like the ones she writes for people. I have a ton of albums with songs written by Carrie Guardi. But she was just so obnoxious this season. When she would be like, I just don't know how that would fit on your album. You were this one week and now you're this. You know what? American Idol is about people finding their way. The people need to experiment with different things. They need to do this and that and this other to really find where they're going. And you know what? An artist can be completely versatile. Kelly Clarkson did different things every week on her year. I mean, a lot of them have, but that's what I'm thinking of because she's my favorite. And it was fine. She was perfect at it. She never sounded bad. And her albums reflect that. Every one of her albums has a really unique feel. And, she's doing that with her new album, too. She's giving it its own feel, so I hear. I mean, I completely trust her. But I just don't like that. I don't also like the people... This is a side note. I don't like that people make fun of Kelly Clarkson and say that she looks bad. Because she actually looks great. She's not some skinny mini. And there's nothing wrong with that. She doesn't have to be. That's not her business. She's not a supermodel. She's a singer. And I like that she acknowledges the fact that she doesn't have to be super skinny to do what she loves. I think she looks awesome and sounds even better. So, having said that, I didn't like the fact that this is Simon's last season because it's going to die after him. Also, it was only 9, and I just really needed to be 10 for a whole number. But he's bringing X Factor over, which is going to be awesome. What's one more thing I didn't like? I didn't like that Kara always would flirt with Simon and try to be Paula. That was one thing I didn't like. Now, those things are things I didn't like and I liked. Now, let's look at the finale itself. I loved when all the old idols, minus David Cook, I forget him, came out. I thought they sounded great together. I wish they would have had more time. They could have cut a lot of things that were unnecessary and let them sing some more. But they all sounded great together, and it was exciting, and I got chills, and I was screaming, and I loved when they were all singing together, because it was great, and that was great. But, okay. I also liked Paula at first, because it was funny, and I missed her, and then it got weird, and I thought she was probably about to pass out drunk. And I was honestly nervous. So that was weird, and it just got really awkward. I didn't like that so many old people were performing. I'm like, let's get some new acts in here, or some, more productions. I felt like they were all just strumming or something. It was just so boring. I also, Dane Cook. That one joke he said was funny. I can't remember what it was. Something about a cat, maybe. But, I mean, cut that. Let Kelly Clarkson sing a song. I did love Chris Allen on the finale. He did so good on The Truth. Man, he killed it. I didn't like that Siobhan sang so many songs. I felt like she was up there every time. So, yeah, I got this nervous at the end when they were about to announce it because I didn't know who was going to win. But then I was just like, yay, Lee, yay, Crystal, you're both awesome. So overall, this season of American Idol was my least favorite. There was no magic, I felt like, in the show. I don't know if it's just because of its age or maybe they were just off target a little bit. But hopefully next season American Idol can bring it back again, be the show it is and can be. Hopefully they get a good replacement for Simon. Pick me. I would be a great judge. And keep watching these vlogs because I could be vlogging about anything this summer. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. It could be craziness. Could be a foreign language that I've made up. So, yep, there's my recap for American Idol Season 9. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you think it wasn't as good as usual? Is Lee your favorite idol ever? Who is your favorite idol ever, by the way? Comment that. Leave a comment and say who your favorite idol is. Winner or non-winner. And what you think about Simon leaving. So, yeah. Just keep it here and enjoy. Have a great summer.